this man has got some guts, man.
Before go?
You know chop the ball.
Why don't go chop am? If your one leg is out and one leg is in, I had to be calling our friends for help support.
I use my church mind as
with hidden intention.
That's why
you calm down now.
I'm going to calm down. No, they do that one. No, don't play rough play.
Say my name until the city burns and the songs fade away.
Hello guys, hello, exquisite ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Elsie and the girls. We still have Freddie One in the building. Oga Fredo. We have made up our minds, guys, to give you the entire story. There is no need cutting it halfway, guys. We don't know how long it's going to last, but definitely we want to put you in the know, guys. I have been through a lot in the hands of this young man, okay?
How can you say that?
And a lot of women can relate with this story, a lot of men as well. So we're going to take you through part 3 of this love story. This is our crazy love story.
I'm sure you enjoyed the last episode, but it's possible to meet some steps because it's been a while these things happened. So we're just kind of bringing flashback and trying to share our experience.
The little bits and pieces that we can remember, that's what we'll throw out there.
So there is this piece that I want to really share before we delve into the major one I'm sure everybody's watching out for that we had promised. So upon the return of exquisite mama, okay,
from Cameroon,
so I was talking to her, and as a sharp man, Nigerian man that I am, so I was gathering a lot of data. So how is your schedule like? How is your typical week like? And where do you live in Maryland? I gathered, love enter in head. They give me all the data.
No, but I needed to give you. I've always said I'm a transparent person, so I needed to give you every.
Don't tell us you're transparent. Don't tell us that one, no, because I will tell them you are not. Why you're not transparent?
Oh no, we'll see.
So she didn't know that I was gathering all this. I had my plans. I've been talking to her voice sweet for phone, no.
That's what they call packaging.
My wife voice,
Listen, the same way you were packaging yourself when you were living in the church. You packaged yourself in such a way that
I was in the mountain praying and looking for you.
Mountain fire. So I packaged my voice also. You know how it is.
If my wife talked to you on the phone as a man, you will forget your sorrow. I must
tell you. That kind of grammar where
me, I won't go Maryland, go see her. Money no dey my pocket though, so I can't find out about one boss. That boss is called Mega Boss. It's $1 if you buy it at the same time. In that poor man boss, but everybody they enter around. So I called one of my friends and he got me covered. So I entered $1 boss. I didn't tell I was coming though. So I got to the bus station and my friend picked me up. So I told my friend all the scenarios, everything.
You're already planning how you want to come and see all the chorus of this girl.
I went to wait. She told me she was at work. So I knew she was going to get up at about 11. So I waited somewhere. She told me that she used to park on the street. Imagine, all the data were complete. I waited. My wife had this bomb shot, this jeans bomb shot. So everything, the asana.
It wasn't really a bomb shot because I was coming from work, a place I used to work at. They didn't really have a.
So you wore a bomb shot?
The type of clothes
to go and intimidate and oppress your residents?
No. It was just a jeans short.
Oh, like a jeans short. Okay. Not bump, right?
Not bump, please.
Oh, okay. But I was sitting in the car. I saw her coming out in her real self. If I had told her, she would have made up, put all the pancake, put all the lipstick, everything. But this time, I saw her in her full self. She was so worn out.
After all going to 8-hour shift,
I just called her. I said, "Hey, babe, what's up?" Yeah. I said, "I'm in front of your house." I said, "Where?" I said, "I'm in front of your house. I just saw you.
Guys, seriously, that was the
She felt like the ground should open. She should go inside.
Seriously, you know how it is? This is the very first time we met, guys. When we had that first problem or that first fight, that was the second time he came to visit me. But this one he's explaining right now is the very first time he came to check this girl out. Like this girl he's been talking to, and I eventually came back from Cameroon. So he needed to come and see what he's been talking to. Like,
the truth is the fact that, you see, When I saw her, if I didn't have that connect, you'll be asking me, it was night. How did you see her? No, this is America. Light is everywhere.
Your mind.
I saw her. I said, do I like her or do I not?
There's no way you wouldn't have loved me.
Excuse me.
Because I had all the packaging. Unlike now that you have taken every good part of me.
Can you be mute?
Seriously, you've taken every good part of where he saw me. Oh my goodness.
So, but I liked what I saw. So I said, okay, I can proceed. So the message in this particular aspect is the fact that the first thing first, I gotten to know her through all the information, data. I sized her up on the phone, but now when I saw her, there was this connection between us, and I felt like, okay, Freddie, you can proceed with caution. All right.
So to you thought you were the only one checking me out to see if I possess.
I'm a man. I don't get money. No change my name.
But guess what? I was also taking my own data, my own analysis of this man. I saw you on Facebook. You were looking so cute, so handsome, because some people can be very photogenic, and by the time they come in front of you, you'll be like, man, is this really what I signed up for?
Oh no. Well, but you didn't get to see me now. But I came to see you already, but you didn't see me. I would have just turned back and said bye without even saying anything.
Oh my goodness, there's no way that would have happened. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because I had
the message here is this. Don't be carried away with love at first sight. Be honest with yourself. If you like what you see, go for it. If you don't just pretend. Now, and the motive and the intention of getting into a relationship plays a significant role. If the motive is not genuine, well, you're already starting on the failure foot. And definitely it's not going to
end up well.
That was why even when we had our first fight, we were able to survive it, and I showed up, and well, we moved on. So now the relationship was taking shape little by little. Boom! I now told my wife, I said, listen, this relationship is sweet though. I think I'm liking you.
Yeah.
But I was still living in the church. I don't get money, I don't get a job.
Nothing.
So I now told her, I said, listen, before this relationship can move from 60 days to 90 days, possibly to whatever you're thinking in your head, we have to live together.
Jesus is Lord.
Hey, gang. We have to live together. He said me, why? Why should we live together?
Like I said previously, right? Somebody who is not your financier, assisting you financially in any way, all of a sudden feels like he can,
tell you what
control you and tell you the things you can do or the things you can't do.
So,
boy, and this man already had, like I said, he's a very principled man. That aspect of him, don't climb your head, finish. He will sit down and line up. He has a checklist of the things he thinks that I have to meet up, otherwise I am not good enough. Can you imagine? Me, I was independent, living on my own, doing my things, like nobody was controlling shit for me,
My wife was feeling so frustrated.
And the funniest thing is that I loved him, you know what I mean? I loved him, and like I mentioned before, I'm not the kind of person that pretends. If I like somebody, I let my energy pull that person to me.
Excuse me.
Wait. No, they do that one. No play rough play. No play rough play. Make I explain my thing as it be. As a thing they touch me, they come. So, because I don't know if this man took advantage of the fact, say, me along the show and that kind levels, you understand me? If I like my thing, I go show you I go open my heart, show you, say,
okay,
so
can you calm down now?
I'm going to calm down. Chill.
Calm down.
I go calm down. Because it's good that we are opening these things now, so that those old wounds that I had tried to cement that time, let me open it now.
Okay, but wait, let me help you out. The problem that was going on is this. My wife that I knew before, or I know before, very indisciplined. That's why I'm laughing.
What do you mean? What do I mean? How can you say that?
I went to my wife's house. The pot she used to cook like 7 days prior was still on.
Yes. Pot fire you there.
Pot. He used
fire you there.
He leave her for there.
You know they talk about this pot matter till today. They talk about pot we can't see for my house.
Yes.
Go and sit down. What do you mean?
And then.
But is that same pot I used to cook? You ate from that pot?
Excuse me. How am I sure it was a pot?
I was a busy girl. I had things going on in my life.
Wait now.
You know,
my wife was
but
supposed
what
to do
did you
some math
No,
assignment.
what did you do when you came and saw?
I watched it now.
You didn't. Did you watch those?
I watched them. I was the one that watched them.
No, they play that kind of play. It's not good.
So now my wife is one that was living in freedom. You know, she got her stuff going. She wants to do stuff by herself. But I noticed that most of the things she was busy doing were not adding up. They weren't going to take her forward. I'm like, listen, we need some, metrics and some principle. So because of indiscipline, she didn't want to stay with me. She now told me, I'm a Christian. It is against the Bible. I'm like, wait, what is it that we will be doing then that we haven't done?
Will you keep quiet?
She now said, my mommy is not going to allow me. I said, you go and marry your mommy.
Okay, but which mother in a right frame of mind with her sanity still in place would allow her daughter to go and live with a man, cohabit with a man whom she's not married to?
That's fine. That's what I said.
What are you talking
That's
about?
fine. Just go and marry mommy and I'll be just fine. Now, guys, the reason why I made up that decision was this.
So that is one major condition this man put on me.
Yes, so it worked like magic because, see, for me, I believe that when I am distanced from you, I don't know you, you don't know me. And then, for me to better say, okay, this what's the adventure. A lot of times, like my wife, she didn't know what it means to be a wife. She didn't know what it means to be a mother. So I had to literally teach her, coach her, get her in the mood for her to understand exactly what she was signing up for.
But I wasn't going to just sign up like that now and tell you that, I'll just follow you and go to wherever.
Okay. Her friends told her not to come, and she actually told me, that her mommy doesn't want her to come and everything. I said, that's fine.
And eventually, what happened?
Wait first.
Because you felt that I was so much into you, so you decided to use that to blackmail me.
No, but I was already telling you that it's not a choice. You have a choice.
You used that to threaten me.
Excuse me, this is what happened in 1672 that got that got somebody extremely very, very mad. What is a threat when I just say the truth? I don't tie your hand, I don't tie your leg.
Yeah, because you just use your fine Naija boy things. Yeah, you feel say you will just take and just they rob me.
Okay, fine, I agree. I use fine Naija boy things, but guess what happened? So I sat down and like I said, I did try to talk all this one. I don't know where I go stay yet too. I never get place when I go stay, but I don't give condition. Deliver when they here. No be today. I'll be Naija man. I don't get money. Don't change my name.
So, but anyways, I thought about all these things. I'm like, this man has got some guts, man.
Yeah.
Like,
you can say that again.
You live a big.
Yes.
So when I
she now slept over it, and it was getting cold because I used to sleep in the church. So my wife just woke up one day and said, babe, I've looked for an apartment in your neighborhood. I said, what? Apartment? I said, yes. I said, I want to pay for apartment for you to sleep. And my work authorization was just like 30 days to 60 days away from it. I said, no, I'm waiting for my work authorization. I'm sure it's going to come. She said, but pending then, I would like you. I said, it's expensive for one. He said, no, I got it. I said, what?
Now, so the love do me.
This is the same person that told me, I don't owe and everything. She said she was going to pay for rent.
No, listen, I said I was going to pay for that rent because...
What came over you anyway?
No, listen, you want to know now? What came over me is the fact that I already knew that something good was going to come out from your head.
Okay.
I mean, I wanted to be a beneficiary.
Ojuju was going to come out of my head.
Yes,
anyway.
I saw.
Ojuju was going to come out of my head.
Listen, I have foresight as a
foresight.
woman. You understand me? That's why as women we need to have foresight. Even if you don't have it, ask God to give you one. Because when I looked at this man's future, I could see through. And when I saw what I saw, I knew that okay, this one that he said, he has to live with me.
Mouth.
Not be mouth. At the end of am I not here?
She now called the agent. She arranged her accommodation. My wife wired me money.
No, at least I was in a better position. That's why, as
which
partners,
better position? What were you doing then?
I was
working.
I was working.
As what?
Even if I was doing what?
Will you keep quiet?
But is the money colored?
Nursing assistant.
Listen,
Nurse, American nurse.
you chop the money.
Before come.
You not chop the money.
Why don't go chop
Okay,
am?
so the money no get color. It doesn't have color. So
After everything,
Eh.
this woman, that strong woman.
So guys,
So she arranged me that money.
I did that because I couldn't afford to see this young man keep living in church. Like there was no reason whatsoever, and the little I had, my little savings,
Excuse it.
I took the risk.
It is a lie, oh. She had plans which she didn't tell
Oh
me.
yeah, wait now. I'm the one saying it.
No.
Yes.
Are you
Let
going
me
to
use
confess?
my mouth and
You don't. I'm going to tell Exquisite.
You don't need to. I have to tell them.
Tell them.
So guys,
I'm watching you.
before I went into my savings to get that money to help him secure an accommodation, I had to tell my mom some stories. You understand? Mom who was not buying that idea of
Some
me,
lies.
of me moving to live with this young man when we are not married then. So I had to devise some strategies. I had to tell some little lies here and then. You all know women. That was a risk I was taking.
That doesn't mean we are telling you it was good, though.
No,
but
it
that's what I
wasn't a
wanted,
good
though.
thing.
That's
You know,
what I wanted.
At least grandma don't forgive me for that one. Because everything turned out for good. You understand? So grandma,
Because I kept to my words.
it is something I thought over, and I felt it was a good decision, because at the end of the day, you can't just rush to marry a man whom you don't know anything about.
And you live in Maryland, I live in Connecticut.
We live in two separate states, and then all of a sudden we are joined in matrimony.
I don't know
we
you.
start living together. How a lot of things will go wrong. So I felt like, what is the point if I have to be traveling to Connecticut every now and then? We'll still be doing the same things that if we're living together, we'll still be doing those things. So that
can somebody echo that very well?
That's how I saw it.
That was very thoughtful of you. Thank you. So she wired the money into my account, and boom, she had found the house by herself. So I decided to go ahead, and I got the apartment. Shortly I got the apartment, my work authorization was made available. So I needed to work and then start getting things ready. So barely 1 month, I moved into the apartment. This one right here.
Wait.
You see this one right here?
Wait, so in your mind, you thought I went into my savings and took my money to come and give you to just leave the church and
so what was the gragra before?
No, I did.
What was the gragra before?
Listen, I used my church mind as
with hidden intention.
That is none of your business.
It's none of my
That
business.
is not. It was my hidden plan. Yes, it was for me. It's true that I had a heart for him. Like I couldn't stand him living in the church. This is a young man who has potentials, whom if we're all given an equal opportunity would have been excelling at the time. But it just happened that was a circumstance, and I felt like I should be there for him. If I say I love you, baby, I need to be there for you.
As I clear my throat.
Unless you decide to use your hands and abuse the privilege. If you abuse the opportunity, then, well, I don't know.
Excuse it, are you listening to her?
I took my chances, okay? And I decided to use my little savings to secure an apartment for him.
Well, she did though.
Yeah, that was my church mind right there.
So the other one was Satan mind.
My greedy mind on the other side. My greedy mind, my plan was that we have secured the place. Now I will tell you that, okay, I'm coming to live there. There's no way you can refuse that I shouldn't come.
That was why the rent was paid, because she was going to move there. That's all this English is speaking. All this grammar that my wife is blowing you. She had her plans. So she went to Boo Boo Grandma's head. I tell Grandma that she got admission in Connecticut.
Don't even go there.
All these our ladies,
This whole thing ended well. It all worked for good.
We knew it worked for good, but let's tell them what happened.
Yeah,
next.
but Grandma has already forgotten about it.
Can you imagine? So that was how this woman found herself in Connecticut, though.
But that's also because it was worth the try, guys, because I knew that there was just something about this man. I wasn't ready to lose it.
You keep saying something. Is it Ojuju? Why you never tell them?
I'm not going to tell you what's in the team be.
Okay, good. So, you see? that her hidden intention, her friends were not in support of you though. It's normal. They were like, that guy will just use you and dump you.
Well, you won't blame.
I don't blame them.
You don't blame them.
I mean, I'm not blaming them. I will say the same thing, but that's why I say after everything, she has a very special place in my heart. She took a deep risk
I did
to listen to me.
Yeah, I did.
But after she came, they want to suffocate me. Oh, hey, nah. My eyes see where you guys will hear later. This one, I'll tell you guys what she did.
No, that definitely is coming up, guys.
So the lesson is nothing but the fact that no particular relationship will always turn out to be the same. They come in different forms, so you definitely know how to use your emotional intelligence to be able to adapt to making your decisions. I get it that a lot of people or a lot of young people out there could be very, very funny and they could give you surprises. But come on, if you see any red flag, you should be able to know, okay, this is a red flag that should be avoided. Like she rightly said, I can be very, very rigid with my decisions, especially when I'm making them and I know of the truth that this is nothing but the right thing to do. And like I said, my wife don't like discipline. For some reason, despite how I was putting it across to her, she smells it that it was right thing, but she will do gragna for me.
But that's why we're able to pull this thing through, because somehow I understood where you were coming from and I was flowing with whatever you were saying.
That flow, exquisite. That flow. I will tell you guys what that flow means. Before she will almost like
I wanted to suffocate you.
Jesus.
You keep saying that I wanted to suffocate you when I came. So
I had to be calling her friends for help support, help support. 911.
Yeah.
She felt I was so rigid.
No, you were too much.
Okay.
You were
But
just too
you
much.
see, discipline will always bring end goal results. It will bring you a very good outcome. Without discipline, you can't go nowhere. But again, learn to support your partners.
Obviously.
Learn to go all out for. Whether you're a male, whether you're a female. Listen, nothing good comes easy.
That's
Opportunity do not announce itself that they are coming. And sometimes you might have to fix a partner before they will turn out to be good.
What you want
but
them to be.
She fixed me, and now see, I'm here. And listen, I'm proud to say it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I understand that a lot of us African women, we have been through a lot. Like, we've dealt with men who turned out to be gigolos, what we call gigolos today, who just want to depend on women. But that shouldn't stop us. Like, we the strong women, you know what I'm talking about. You the strong woman, don't hold back on your feelings. If you see this promising young man who is coming after you and you feel like you can be of help in any way, don't hold back.
One other thing I do is the fact that I give myself 30 days intervals for every single stage. Every 30 days, I will assess my relationship, the milestone that we've put in. I will talk to her about it. How do you feel about it? Again, darkness and light cannot cohabit. So I come in with full attention, full concentration. I explore all I need to explore. If it's not worth it, I will step back. If it's worth it, I will move in.
Like, it was worth it?
Yes, it was worth it. So when it got to 60 days, man, it was fun. I asked myself some question. Does it worth it? I moved into 90 days. That was how I spent 90 days with this beautiful lady. And it was fun.
Counting.
And then if there's anything I like about her, she doesn't lie. Lies can
That's
turn
why
me off.
I'm a sincere person.
Yes, she doesn't lie. She will always tell me the truth. Even though it's bitter, sometimes I will fight. I'm like,
But how can I tell lies again? Because you already made me, I told a lie before. That lie that made me stay with you. that lie that made me leave very large.
Yes. So when you put in your very best, you will see. But if your one leg is out and one leg is in, there is no way you can see all the things you need to see. You will still be complaining. Because at the end of the day, your partner too might decide to say, okay, that's what he's doing. Me too. I will do one leg in, one leg out. And that's how you'll be having a lot of, conflicts that you cannot resolve. But in this case, we were together. The issues were coming. We were dealing with them one after the other. And I will tell you guys that
too many.
We hardly fight now.
Yeah.
We had
I mean, we grow out of this thing
grow
with
out with
time.
time,
We
you
know
know.
how to handle. We already, before an issue even crops up, you already know that
Mm-hmm.
this thing is going to happen, and this is what you can do to prevent it from even surfacing. So, guys.
So the nucleus of it is just stay true to yourself. If you want to get in, be honest with yourself first before you get into that relationship and expecting your partner to be honest to you
as well.
So honest to honest will allow you guys discover what you need to discover, and then if you want to continue, you would. If you want to step back, you definitely would.
And don't hold back. Don't say this man has to come after me first before this, that. You will wait there for a very long time. Not to worry, guys. You get to find out more about this my Odobo lover.
I will tell you guys
Meanwhile,
how she drove me. She says I drove her crazy. Don't worry, you guys will hear.
we've both been driving each other crazy, but either way, this is where we're going to end it for today, guys. And thank you so much for watching. Like we said, we're going to bring more, and it's going to be very, very exciting, guys. Thank you so much, our old subscribers, for always being here, for your support, your comments, your likes. God bless you all. We look forward to seeing you with another video. Bye.